Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Joyful Light Oracle. It is early in the morning, so my voice may sound a bit raspy, froggy. Just disregard. Hopefully you can just tune into the message. I pray all is well with you. And so you already see I have some cards laid out, okay? This is coming from my TikTok page, Lisa Lioness06, or you can search under Joyful Light Oracle as well. Message is about divine feminine. The message is about someone that is creating either options for themselves, right? A partnership in love. You see there, right? That's miracle. Let me open this up a little bit for you. I'll push this to the side. I'll show these to you in a minute, but I just want you to see the cards that came out. I'll pull more, but I wanted you to see these cards that came out on that side, okay? All right. All right. So, again, shalom, peace be unto you. I pray all is well. I thank you for tuning into the message at this time. Make sure you sit in a place that is quiet, still your mind, and feel this message to see if it is for you or if it's not. If it is not, leave it for the ones that it is for, okay? I call upon my assistance right now from the angelic realm, my guides, ancestors, elders, those that are here for my highest good, council of light, elders, greetings. Thank you so much for your presence, your protection, and your presence in my life. Thank you for, yes, the gifts that you do present to me on a daily basis, even through this message. I noticed that my speech is wanting to get a little bit garbled at this time. I will show this to you guys. So clearly I need to show that. So there is empowerment, okay? The weather's a bit stormy right now, overcast. I heard like a sharp thunder when I was doing the pre-shuffle, so I don't know what the weather looks like for you. Pre-shuffle also showed me a storm, right? A tornado, right? Coming through, storm warning. So there could be something upsetting presenting itself, something that is going to bring about some type of change, some type of transformative energy that may be a bit uncomfortable. So thank you, Holy Spirit, for just surrounding us with divine light and protecting us from all harm and danger. Um, Notice how I'm jumping back and forth, so that's interesting. It is all part of the message. Thank you for tuning in. Guardian angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, I thank you for your divine protection over the collective, over this message. I thank you for the clarity, the truth, the insight, the wisdom. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the strength to move in the direction that is for our highest good. Thank you for clearing every path, everything that would try to constrict every obstacle, and closing every door that needs to be closed, and keeping every door open that is to be open. Father, at this time I thank you, and may it be done according to the words that I have spoken. Ashe, and so it is. Amen. All right, guys, so divine feminine was the focal, right, first card that I was talking about earlier. Number 21 speaks about something coming together, right? So there's someone trying to come together, coming to union with someone, because we spoke about the sacral chakra. This is a message that I had put out last week as well, where manifesting from that sacral energy, making sure that when you're coming to that sexual union with another person, that you are clear about the intentions from their side as well as what you're trying to do, because people can misuse your energy in the sack at that climatic experience to either pull on your energy and merge your energy with theirs to create their desires. So be mindful about that. That's the first part of the message. The second part of the message, on a lighter note, like the fact that miracles do occur, right? We have to make sure that if we are creating something, if we are trying to manifest, that we believe in ourselves, that we allow whatever we're feeling and believing for in the heart space to really translate in our actions. It's one thing to believe and think. The next step is to actually take those necessary actions to align yourself with what is it that you feel, what is it that you believe, what is it that you know you deserve, and move in the strength of that, okay? So the Queen of Wands did come out on the bottom of the deck on the pre-shuffle. This is to empower someone, okay? 26, again, number 8. So 8 is out here twice. The alchemy energy is 8. there is the infinity symbol of a number 8, which is the growth and progress, or the expansion, okay? The creative energy that is the capacity for us to create limitless realities is infinite, okay? Empowerment, I will read what that says. It supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. This is about uniting. This is about coming together with someone, something. This is about your desires. There's the sacral energy right there, okay? I hope you can. I just shifted the cards. I hope you can still see them, okay? Let me check. Okay, you can still see them. Hold on, because I do want you to be able to see the bottom ones a little clearer. Okay. All right, so divine feminine is a sense of owning your power, right? Owning your femininity, owning your strength, owning your capacity to expand beyond whatever it is that you may have been in. It's a sense of balance. It's a sense of being able to receive and give in a healed way, all right? To make choices that are in alignment with you, choices that are best for you. There's clearly a choice that someone has made. It looks like Two of Wands. This is the action, okay? This is a miracle right underneath. So there's something that you may be believing for. It's something that is very passionate to you, and there's a sense of hoping for miracles to happen. Miracle does support our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible, okay? So there's the limitless possibilities there. Sacral chakra says it supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. These two cards are in sync because the divine feminine speaks of creativity, it speaks of abundance, okay? And this says manifest, right? So there's the alchemy, manifesting success. The divine feminine is someone that sits in the seat of success because they have learned, they have healed to the space where they are able to create their reality from a healed heart space, okay? So the choices that they make, right, they should align with what's best for them. So prayerfully, that's what you're doing. All of this stems to your faith, though, right? Miracle here is speaking about the intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So far you got one card about manifestation, the second card about manifestation. This is the third card regarding manifestation or magic. This is in sync. And then we have another one over here regarding miracles or our beliefs, okay? So, and the magician is out. So there's three cards on the right side that speaks about magic, okay? Alchemy says it activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. Transmutation simply means taking something that is maybe less than and transforming it to something that is greater or better. So let's say I'm going to look at this card over here. Here's a card of the Three of Swords, taking this Three of Swords energy and creating it, right? Transforming it to now where it's a Ten of Cups type of dynamic, right? So taking that pain and transforming it into joy. That's the alchemist, okay? The alchemist energy. Conception was another card that was coming out this week, and emergence. So something you're going to see, something is coming to light that you have been working on or creating, okay? You're going to be able to see that. Hold on for 1 minute. Make sure you could see these a little better. So what I was saying on that pre-recorded video was that the number 2 is significant, right? 21, number 2. We have 21 for the divine feminine. We have 2 for the sacral. The high priestess is number 2, the Two of Wands. So you have 222 as a sync. When I started recording on that other channel, 422 came out as well. And then before I started 818. So the 8s, right? The manifestation. So you may be manifesting on the same strength, breath, and intensity that another person is manifesting. And if you guys are both manifesting one another, like, oh my gosh. But the high priestess is here. This is someone that is very in tune to their intuition. They got some knowledge. They got some higher insight on how to maybe work with the sacral energy and how to bring in this, possibly this romantic love that someone is trying to create at this time. All right, guys, so that is what we got as far as the activation cards that came out. Yeah, you may be seeing 21, which does go down to 3, okay? And what was important when I looked at it also, the syncs, how the numbers were coming together, right? We have 3 and 1 right here. This goes to 3, okay? And then you have 1 right here for the magician. So working with the duality, like the 2 and then the 1, right? So it's 2 things coming together to create 1, if that makes sense, okay? 2 things coming together to create 1 thing. And excuse the background noise, guys. I do have family here, so. Now, remember I mentioned taking the 3 of Swords and transmuting that, right? So here's 1. So this is significant. Okay, I'm going to set it here. That's the Ace of Swords, okay? This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is success, okay? This is independence as well, okay? But look here, 9 to 10. This is the 10 of Cups I mentioned, okay? The 10 is that emotional fulfillment, right? So someone's truth, like, you're going to be able to see whatever it is you've been manifesting. You're going to be able to see it, like it's coming to fruition. Wow. So something maybe you've been working on, diligently working on. Number 8 also is work, a sense of work, right? You're going to finally be able to see this 10 of Cups, right? On the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. This is something that is maturing, okay? This is something that is maturing. It has matured. So if you think about a seed, right? You plant a seed in the earth. It takes time, so you got to water it. It requires darkness. So there's a space where it's not seen in the public. It's just in the mind's eye. It's just you're holding it in your heart. You're holding that intention. It's the vision that you have. That's like the Neptunian energy, right? It's your idealization of a situation or circumstance, of how you want things to look like. It's what you're envisioning, okay? So you hold that intention as you are taking actions in the natural, whatever you're doing as far as with your pentacles and with your wands, whatever you are working towards or putting your energy towards, there's an intention that you're moving with, right? And it's all driven, the sacral chakra, it's driven by this desire and this thing that you're envisioning, that you are imagining. So you're creating from your vision, okay? Whatever intentions that you have. Now with the seed that is already inside, but no one else sees this vision, right? Because it's not materialized yet. You have to water it, right? You have to tend to it. So that's the belief, right? That even when you don't see something, your faith is still being infused into that seed, and it is still growing. So if your faith is being infused, that means that even though you don't see the leaflet yet, even though you don't see the stem, even though it hasn't even breached the surface yet, like you can't even see the first signs of it, it hasn't even manifested yet, just know and believe that the roots are going down first. So there's a sense of something that has been rooted already. It has gone within you first, and it has been planted within yourself and possibly within another person, okay? And it takes time for you guys both to perhaps connect in that spiritual sense, where you both accept the seed and you both nurture it with the same breath and strength and intensity, okay? So that it grows over time. And then as the season changes, you'll notice that things start shifting and you start becoming more in alignment with your vision, with your manifestation. And finally, you know that even with pregnancy, right? Like this Queen of Pentacles is holding a seed, nurturing it, right, and causing it to grow based on the intentions that they are putting towards that seed, okay? There's a sense of enjoyment holding the seed. Like, so your emotions, how you feel about something when you're manifesting, that impacts the ability for it to grow, all right? and how healthy that thing is as well. Okay, so what you're sowing into that what you're envisioning that will happen, that's what the seed will look like. That's how it will perform. Okay, that's how it will manifest. Okay, so be mindful that you are not creating something that is ill aligned or that is reckless or deformed. Okay, and you're looking at your creation asking yourself, what did done happen? Well, it's the intention that you put towards a situation, and it is the fact that you may have created something in a space where you were unhealed initially, or maybe you were rushing the process, you know. So it varies depending on how you started or how you sowed that seed into what vessel, right? What grounds or what environment you nurtured that seed in. Okay, the environment could represent another person as well, or just your mindset, or a physical environment, okay, where there may have been too many disruptive energies around while you were trying to cultivate something, and it required you to move away. Okay, Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. This is the clarity. This is something that you're going to be coming into view or seeing. Okay, it could be communication as well. Could be communication as well. So I'm gonna shift. I just want to make more space. So since we got room over here, right? There is the Ace of Swords with the King of Swords and the Three of Swords. Do we need any more swords out right now? I mean, okay. You know, I gotta get everything straight here. So this is could have been someone resisting, right? Someone, this is a King of Swords, so it could have been a masculine, not necessarily. That could have been your energy. So the point is, someone may have began to see something a little clearer and decided to establish some boundaries, okay, and shifted their perspective or their view, where they moved away from something, okay, and chose to either isolate or become separate from something or someone. I say separate because here's the Five of Pentacles, where they're not giving or pouring into a situation anymore. That could be you, that could be the counterpart. So there was someone that communicated something, okay, and it caused a shift, or a rift. I'm looking at the ripple of the waves here, or a rift, and it caused someone to abandon whatever they were working on. Nine of Pentacles, someone had to abandon that, okay, abandon that. Okay. Now, when messages come out, it can be like one aspect is for this, so that the first thing that I just covered. Then it could be another storyline that we're picking up on. So be mindful to engage your intuition, so that you know what part of this message is for yours. Is it the whole thing? Is it just the first part, the middle, or the end? So that is for you to connect the dots. Okay, I'm just delivering the message as they come. The Magician is here, so a magician could have been very integral in impacting the success of a situation. Okay, there's the need where someone had to surrender a situation, okay, or someone was challenging your, could have been your creativity or your desires, okay, your will, right? Someone may have been trying to compete, or this can be a sense of jealousy where they want you to give up again on something. This could have been the Magician. It's right under the Nine of Pentacles. So this is where you are being maybe set apart from something that you once invested some time and energy into, right? Where you created something, right? And now you have to go off and create it by yourself, or start all over again, possibly. All right, because this is the 9 to the 5. That is a depletion, okay? That is a subtraction. That is taking away. Remember, and the knife, it cuts. So something caused someone to lose out on a situation, okay? And this was the desired intent, all right? But every loss is not necessarily a true loss. It can truly be a gain. We have the Queen of Pentacles that's showing up right here above the 10 of Cups. So though you may have experienced a loss in a situation, like there was something that you may have been creating or manifesting or working on, you built up to the point of success, but for some reason some light was exposed, some truth was gained, and you had to shift your focus, you had to shift your intention and go off to yourself and recreate something. Okay, and it may have been a bit of a challenge for you to do that, but the point is you were able to be successful nonetheless in that movement that you had to take with the chariot here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, we're gonna look at this far left over here with this Two of Wands. Thank you. We got a past energy over here, a friend energy, someone that you know. Okay, someone that you know, and someone that may have had some secrets or kept some secrets from you. Okay, so this could be the truth, the Ace of Swords coming through to give you the truth of whatever relationship that you were in where something was hidden. You're finally realizing what was about, like what the nature of that was, and so now you were able to release it and change your situation and become successful in spite of. Okay, this is like in spite of the efforts of something or someone else, you are still able to triumph and have victory. Okay. This is Temperance, this is healing. Okay, so there could have been a choice in the past that you made that didn't result in the best outcome. Okay, and it forced you to transmute that, it forced you to alchemize that situation. I'm going to push these up just a little bit more so I can give you some more space on the bottom. This is Temperance. Okay, it's on top of the Miracle card. Temperance is a sense of healing or balance. It's a sense of being patient with a situation or the fact that something had to be healed. Okay, under the Miracle, it's like you may be waiting for something to change, you may be waiting for a miracle. Okay, you may be very patient, right? And yeah, you've been waiting. Three of Wands, right? So there was a choice that you went towards. Okay, you were seeing the truth about that choice and had to make a shift, like a pivot. And then here's you turning your back, waiting, Three of Wands, on something else to manifest, something else to show up. And I say show up because of this Knight of Cups here. Something else to show up in your reality, right? Something else you're waiting on. This is the romantic love. It says the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Sacral energy is right underneath this card. So this is a Three of Wands where the hopes or the plan is for you to come into alignment with another person that is conscious, that is aware. Maybe the last person was not. Maybe there were secrets in that dynamic that that are finally exposed. And now that you know, it's like you grow, right? Now that you know, you grow, you move on, you take your losses, right? You accept that, you surrender to whatever it is you had to surrender, and you move on. There's the Ten of Pentacles. This is this is the something better. Okay, this is the 10 versus the 9, right? This is where you can have completion in a community, like whatever you sow your seed into, there's stability. This is like commitment as well. This is something stable. This is the traditional sense of a family dynamic or a union coming together, having offsprings, building roots, and just that growth, right? With a family. Number 10 may be significant to you. We have 10 out here with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. That's a new cycle. That's a new beginning. Ooh, yeah. There's the 9 of Cups that flew over here. I'll leave it, okay? So the way it flew over here, that's 9 over there. So there was something you were desiring, right, from this past energy, this past experience that you were manifesting or creating, but it seemed like either you didn't get it, or the fact that you're trying to create something right now on your own is causing some blockages, because you're supposed to either be in a connection with someone else. So it's twofold, okay? Like the first thing you worked with, it did not manifest fully to where you needed it to be, okay? And then it caused some blockages, possibly because someone else was unwilling to give to you fully, right? Causing you to abandon that dynamic, okay? It could have been a king of wands that was unwilling, that was refusing to have this situation grow and be successful, okay? Now here is someone is healing this. It could be you healing that energy, that past energy where maybe you felt defeated, maybe you felt a sense of lack. It could have been even the energy that you were creating from that space of lack or depletion, or not being healed, that created, like, it reproduced those same energies in your reality. Remember I said, if you are manifesting, what is the environment that you are sowing those seeds into? What is the environment that you are building this life into? That is important. That's very important. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit, for the message. And guys, I never know how the cards are going to come out or how the message is going to lay, because this is, I mean, this is a bit more involved than the pre-shuffle, but it's still not what I was expecting, so that's interesting. I'm going to do that again. We have the Hermit here. So maybe someone was refusing to see something, or not wanting to look at themselves in a situation, you know, like refusing to look in the mirror and take accountability for some reason. Here's something finally transforming. So it's like the death had to come, like some ended had to come. Maybe someone was refusing to see something, refusing to separate from a situation. Death had to come and like clear the slate. Like this is like recognizing that something is not good for you, something that you created, you have to let go, you have to relinquish, you have to start all over, refusing that. And it's like the circumstances or situation forced you to actually release this thing, okay? To bring justice to yourself, or the universe having to come in and say, you know, all right, daughter, all right, son, this isn't working. I know you put a lot of effort and energy into this, but this is not for your highest good. So we have to take this away. This is taking something away from you that you created, because it wasn't the best situation. It wasn't the best outcome. You weren't growing in that to your fullest capacity. Okay, clarify, please. Clarify, please. I'm trying to get these cards to be upright, so let's look at the Death, Five of Swords, please. Death, Five of Swords, thank you. Okay. That was already clarified for us, so I'll leave it alone. Justice came out again. Justice saying you were forced to relinquish something. You were forced to let something go. You were forced to abandon something, okay? You were forced, yeah. You had to put your guards up to this, okay? You may not have wanted to, but you had to nonetheless, okay? This is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you had to establish some boundaries and relinquish. You had to relinquish someone. I don't know why I keep hearing that word. Relinquishing something, okay? And realizing that there are other options, there are other possibilities out there for you to consider, okay? Someone was not willing to consider something else, okay? They were not willing to consider something else. Four of Cups to the Five of Cups. Refusing to stay in this state of dissatisfaction or disappointment, okay? Someone is having to let that go now, okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Because this was not the best match. This was not the best fit. This was not the best environment. If there's hostility, if there are if there is animosity, if there are let's say obsessive tendencies, or let's say if there's any addictive behaviors or patterns of thinking that is unhealthy, unhealed, then clearly that's not the best. You have to release that Five of Cups, right? You have to move out of that. This is what Spirit was trying to show someone that they were refusing to see. I think you're seeing it now, because here's the Ten of Swords. So this is the past energy. This is something that has, like, you're moving out of that, okay? You're moving out of that. you had to see, or you had to accept that this situation was not for your highest good, right? This situation, it was like you were being tormented for some reason, right? Trying to fix something that is unfixable, right? Trying to fix something that is unfixable. Here is you leaving the situation, right? You moving away from a situation. The situation could have been very hasty, or someone just took actions that produce some type of painful ending. 10 of Swords, okay? 10 of Wands. These are heavy energies. 10-10 again is a new cycle, right? That is beginning. This had a lot to do with the heart, just being emotionally mature enough to say, all right, to accept the fact that something was not working for you. Even though you had invested your time and energy into it, you had to recognize that it wasn't the best, okay? And that can be hard. But the point is, here is the Wheel of Fortune. Here is turning a new page. Here is to turning a new page. With this new year coming in, right? Some people may have set out those resolutions or whatever, right? For change. You can do that any day. You don't have to wait till the end of one year to the next. But the point is, you can do this every cycle, like every moon cycle. You can set those intentions, those resolutions that you are desiring to change, or see the change in your reality based on different actions, okay? Different intentions that you set out there, different things that you speak that are in alignment with your highest good. The Wheel of Fortune is saying this all was either fated, this was bound to happen, this was a part of your destiny, but it's upright. So this is a lesson that maybe you have already learned, okay? Maybe you gleaned the knowledge or the understanding that was needed for you to grow out of a place where you were maybe stagnant. If you are sitting in the divine feminine energy, you've clearly gone through some cycles where you've had to do some deep soul searching. You've had to excavate, uproot, pull up some stuff that was ugly and look at it in the face, and take acknowledgement, accountability for the choices, and just how your life is going. And then be conscious about the choices in the future, how you move, how you navigate, how you select your partners. Okay, so you've learned some lessons. There you go. You have learned some valuable lessons. That's the Page of Swords. I just want to make sure we are still recording, and yep, we're about 32 minutes in. So you have learned some life lessons. Perfect. Some life lessons, okay, about manifestation. So don't manifest recklessly. That's one of the lessons, right? Be mindful not to manifest recklessly. Miracles do happen. You do have the capacity to create your reality. You have the ability to see something within your mind's eye and to set that intention and hold that focus or that gaze to create it. Now, when you come into union with someone else that maybe not at a place of healing where you're at, then what you're producing is going to be some havoc or some karmic cycles. It can also be that perhaps you are healed, but then someone else is unhealed, and it's like lopsided, so it's unequally yoked. And so clearly there's going to be some type of deformity in that seed or in whatever is produced. However it manifests, it's gonna maybe be like tower moments for you, okay? So that was the lesson that someone was learning, okay? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. I think I'm done with these cards. Yeah, there's a wounded warrior. There's the person that has gone through those lessons, okay? And the 10 of Wands is already out here. So you're at the end of that road, thankfully, right? Thankfully, you're at the end of that road. Oh, where do we want to go? Yeah, we're going to go here because we're wrapping it up, guys. We're going to go here and pull some from the Karma deck, which is fitting since you were learning some karmic lessons here, right? That just means the consequences of your choices, like you're finally understanding that, okay? Those are the karma lessons. Excuse me. All right, Holy Spirit. What else does the viewer need to know regarding this message? We have a Virgo. earth sign, analyzing something. We have Saturn, another earth sign, looking at how you may have limited your ability to grow and mature out of a situation. Maybe you were trying to perfect something, but remember, if you're perfecting something that it can't be perfected, that you have to discard, you have to break down, then you're wasting your time. This is talking about healing methods for healing power. So you were trying to figure out how to heal a situation, how to heal a dynamic, but there were some restrictions here, okay? You weren't regarding everything correctly. You weren't seeing everything. But finally, you realize this is being realistic, because the King of Swords is here. So, and the Ace of Swords. So you're finally realizing something. Okay, thank you. This is about romance. This is about maybe taking a chance, like the chance that you took, right? You know, when you roll the dice, sometimes you lose. Okay, it's a chance. And what are you gambling with, right? What did you gamble with, right? It could be what you shared, what you exposed. Like, did you have to move? Did you have to travel to be with someone? Was your creation impacted when you connected with someone? This is about love, romance, your creative endeavors, okay? And gambling, taking a chance on love also, okay? Yeah, sometimes if we gamble with poor odds, we're gonna have a poor outcome, okay? Now, on the flip side, if you're gambling with better odds, like you got some good energy that you're dealing with, that you're working with, and you come into contact with another person that got some good high vibrational energy, and y'all gamble, there's a higher probability that it'll be successful, okay? This is the 6th house, where something will work, right? Where it can be more sustainable, okay? All right. All right, so this also speaks about measuring out how you give yourself. So meeting something out, like measuring it out. Be more balanced. Like the 6 of Pentacles talk about mutuality, right? Reciprocity, giving and taking, or giving and receiving rather. So it's a sense of, you know, you're going to give as much as you're getting. You're going to be wise moving forward to know how to invest your time better, so that you don't exhaust your resources unnecessarily. You don't invest your time in all of this one thing that there's a hole. It's a faulty basket. It's a faulty belief system, or it's the situation is just crippling, you know, from jump, and now you put in all of your hope into this thing, and okay, yeah, there's miracles, and then yes, there is just insanity. So you got to know the difference, okay? Are you trying to resurrect something again that cannot be resurrected, and are you beating a I said I wouldn't say that. You know what I was gonna say, but are you pushing the issue, right? Let's use that. We want to leave the horses out of the equation. Okay, we're gonna leave with those two. Bottom of the deck says life or death issue, getting and using your power. And okay, so if this is the 8th house, it speaks about like that exchange, that energetic exchange, or how you are using your sexuality for whatever you want. So maybe someone was trying to use their sensuality, their power to manipulate situations. So be mindful how you're using your essence, your beauty, and even that sacral energy. Make sure you're not manipulating anyone, because if you look at your past, if you remember from the past dynamic, this is the South Node, if you consider what you did possibly and the outcome thereof, you'll see that it didn't end well for you. The dynamic wasn't as promising as you had hoped, right? So let's just be mindful with that. Be aware. Uranus says the need to change something, right? Being open to a new way of either doing things or being open to change, okay? it speaks about unexpected change as well, okay? So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We are coming down the mountain at this point. All right, Holy Spirit, divine guides. Any last messages for whomever is tuning into this, right? Any last messages for the viewer? Any advice? Any encouraging words? Anything else they need to know? I don't like how those fell. We'll do that again. Listen to your voice, your internal voice, your intuition, okay? Financial security is out here. Financial security. Perhaps something is going to be changing in that area of your life. Remember, we saw the Nine of Pentacles that went to the Five of Pentacles. So there was a depletion, there was a loss. But then I said, listen, all hope is not gone. Okay, yeah, maybe you had to sever ties with something that was depleting you, okay, or you were feeding something that wasn't giving you the return you needed. So you had to pivot, you had to change direction, you had to maybe invest in a new or different partner, and it's like starting all over again. So yeah, it's going to take time to build up that momentum to get to that plateau again, where you actually see that seedling come up out of the ground and actually start shooting upward. But the potential is here with 1, the Wheel of Fortune, 2, the Queen of Pentacles, and 3, the Ten of Cups. All right. So, all right. Thank you. What else? Resiliency is here. So be resilient. Okay. So your hard work, 9, this is also a sense of like, ooh, nice. This is also a sense of your hard work is paying off. Okay. With a partnership. Okay. Now, 8 of Swords can be like where you're gonna be either stuck to someone or you're gonna be connected to someone, but this is like the 6 of Wands, right? Like you're gonna see maybe why you were stuck. Maybe there was a pattern of feeling stuck in a connection, in a dynamic. You're gonna recognize this, like what caused this right here, okay? What caused these angst? 3 of Swords, okay? What else is under here? Yeah, because someone was confused about a situation, okay? So try your best not to fight for something that is a losing battle. That's one. So resiliency is here. So even if you were wounded, 3 of Swords, even if you had that 10 of Swords in your back, right? You and the 5 of Swords where you're surrendering, you are able to still come out on top. That's the point, okay? That's the point. The good fortune that's out here with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like you can still transmute that, right? Alchemy is under here, right? I don't want to move it. Alchemy is right there. So you have the capacity to transmute those lower energies into something beautiful, okay? You are magical. If you remind yourself of that, you are the magician, right? Magic came out. The magician came out. And miracles came out. When you learn how to balance those energies, right? There's the alchemy right there. You are balancing something, okay? You're not allowing something to weigh you down to the point where you're feeling that 8 of Swords, feeling stuck, feel like where your vision is obscured, where you can't see, you can't envision anything different or anything better. You're balancing that out, okay? Ooh, equilibrium. We're done. I'm not gonna get anything else here. Hold on. Stay put. Stay put. Let me just... Okay. We have equilibrium out here. This is a sense of where things are just gelling, right? It's just gelling. The point of this message, just so you know, this card came out earlier, right? Before I recorded. This says empowerment. The point of all of this is to let you know that you still have the ability to shift your dynamic, okay? Everything doesn't have to remain in status quo as it is. You can tap into your creative energy with the divine feminine energy that you have within your being. You can heal that space of how you create and how you manifest, okay? And how you align with other people, where you can have a sense of abundance within and what you see on the external world will match, right? It's going to be balanced energy, right? Balanced energy. This message was to empower you, to let you know that you have the capacity within you. I'll read what it says. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we all are connected through the same source. We're all connected, okay? We're all connected. You have something to give as much as the next person. So there's nothing for you to be worrying about, okay? Conception is here, and we got heart chakra. Can you see that? Can you see that? It says the heart chakra supports the capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Okay, so it's all about bringing equilibrium and balance into your being. If those things are out of whack, what you manifest, the strength that you're manifesting from, you're gonna see turbulence, you're gonna see tower moments, you're gonna see confusion, you're gonna see things that are lopsided, it's an unequally yoked. There's gonna be a sense of conflict in your reality if this is not checked. Okay, this is you creating something, right? From the source, the place of your creation is what you produce, guys. Okay, alrighty then. Yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I for one like it. I love this message for you and for myself as well. Shoot. So anywho, until next time, guys, love you. Bye.